Hey Scorpios, welcome to August 2018. I hope you guys are doing well. I think you are because I think this is the best card in the deck. It's the luckiest card for sure. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So it's all about creating those shifts in order to get what you really want. I'm sure you guys are feeling this energy because you guys are so intuitive, but it is eclipse season. Ooh, moving on from something too, Scorpio. Eclipse season, what eclipse does is, it's interesting because when you think of the Wheel of Fortune, you think of that, that shift, and that's exactly what the full moon, the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse does. It creates that shift, and it's eclipsing out what is no longer serving you anymore. So that's why you're able to move on emotionally with your power, to walk away and not even look back when it comes to a certain situation in your life that was draining you. It was taking a lot of your authority away. It was taking a lot of your power away. It was karmic, so it was something that you felt pulled to in a way, and you felt tethered to because it was actually a karmic debt. And now with this eclipse season, it's like, okay, Scorpio, you're good, you're done. And it's allowing you to now walk away with your power while you can. So, keeping that in mind, I will also tell you guys that we have 5 planets in retrograde. I'm sure you guys have been feeling crazy. This has been insane. Absolutely insane. So the planets that are retrograde is Mercury. Mercury is a planet of communication, so you really want to be watching your communication, double check before you press send on anything. And then we have Mars retrograde, and Mars used to be Scorpio's ruling planet, so you're going to feel that for sure. Mars is all about your energy, your passion, sex, your drive, your energy level. So when that goes retrograde, you're going to be having some great sex, even if it's by yourself. Scorpios rule sex, essentially. Actually, it's funny because I played this astrology board game, and it asked one of these questions. I think I told you this before, but it was like, for a Scorpio, what is more important than sex? And the answer, when I asked my Scorpio husband, he was like, nothing. And I'm like, really? And I'm looking at the card, I'm like, yeah, that's the answer. Nothing. Like, literally nothing. We've got the Hierophant card that just popped out as well. So Mars going retrograde is going to make you guys a lot more inner when it comes to your passion and your desires. So not being that typical kind of, if you are more of an outgoing Scorpio, that, when something gets you, whenever something gets your blood boiling, you're just so quick to be like, vengeance, I'm gonna get you. But that energy is going to be a lot more internalized, where it's like, I'm going to get you, but I'm going to wait until the retrogrades are over. Then we have Neptune in retrograde, and that's our subconscious planet. That's the planet of haze and the unseen world, and what's beneath the surface. It's Pisces energy. So all our creativity is going to go inward as well. So we're going to start to get these really incredible creative ideas. Write them down, but don't start creating yet. Take your time on it. Wait until you're really motivated to it. But right now, just start thinking about it and going through the emotions of it. And then we have Pluto in retrograde. Actually, sorry, I should say that we have Saturn in retrograde first. And Saturn is our planet of authority and security. So we're going to be a lot more organized internally and really wanting to reorganize our lives. And then we have Pluto, your ruling planet, that is also in retrograde until the end of September. And Pluto retrograde is all about inner transformation. So really changing who you are, like not being the same Scorpio that you were before Pluto went retrograde, okay? Because it's all internalized right now. And once it goes direct, aka no more retrograde, then you'll start to manifest that inner transformation in your outer world. So this card popped out afterward, and it's face down, so something that you haven't acknowledged yet, Scorpio, and that's some greed. That's some power hoarding. So although this eclipse season is going to come in and eclipse out what is no longer serving you, you're going to start to realize, getting into the emotions, that I need to walk away from something. I got to move on with my power. With that acknowledgement, you have the Hierophant, so somebody coming in, some sort of spiritual catalyst or a spiritual teacher comes in and says, listen, and somebody that you really trust, somebody that has that honor and that loyalty that a Scorpio is able to acknowledge and pinpoint like that. So this person comes in and they're just revealing to you what is no longer serving you. And what they're going to reveal to you is something that you haven't acknowledged yet, Scorpio. And this might sting, and I'm really sorry to offend you, but y'all are greedy. You guys have been acting real greedy lately. And greedy is such a dirty word, but I don't have a thesaurus on me, so I can't tell you another word for it. So I'm just going to say, you guys have been acting really greedy. The thing with money and power, you got to put it out to get it back, threefold. So holding on to your power and holding on to your finances and holding on to your security is the first way to ensure that you don't get any more, okay? And it's funny because I was just talking to my Scorpio husband about, well, what do you think power is? We're talking about, Trump being the most powerful man in the world, being president, and then he's like, actually, I think Putin's the most powerful man in the world, person in the world. I'm like, well, what's power even mean? Like, what does power mean to you? And him as a Scorpio said fear. Where for me, power is like spiritual power or like, intellectual power. For him, it's fear. So it's really getting clear about what does power mean for you. If you're really on that quest to feeling empowered, which I think people are from the time that they're a kid and their parents are saying, be a big boy, be a big girl, they're saying power up, get your power, get your stability, get your grounding. So we're constantly on this quest for empowering ourselves. But if we don't even know what that is power financial power? Is it sexual power? Do you want to just know that, you can sleep with any person that you want? Is it intellectual power, knowing that you're the smartest person in the room? Is it fear? Is it knowing that people respect you out of fear or don't respect you out of fear? Something like that. So really getting clear. And that's what that shift, the eclipse season and all these retrogrades are going to be forcing you Scorpios to do, is to get very clear about what power means to you. And then you can go forward to seek it and to gain it, okay? So comment below, let me know what power means to you, because this card pops up and, especially when I'm doing face-to-face readings and I'm like, yeah, you're greedy. It'd be nice to be able to have a different word and a different understanding of power to a Scorpio instead of just saying, nah, like you're too focused on holding on to your power and not giving it up or giving it away to anyone. Okay, so that's what your subconscious wants you to know right off the bat. Now, the theme of this reading, thank you, Scorpio, the theme of this reading is some judgment, okay? So either judgment projected out or judgment projected inward. I'm thinking that because it's all retrograde period, that your judgment is coming from the inside, self-judgment, okay? And if you see it in other people, it started within. Okay, because people aren't going to be, your world isn't going to be a reflection of of positivity and non-judgment if your inner world is you just judging yourself or judging others, or placing judgments on things that don't need to be judged. Eckhart Tolle was saying, I think it was Eckhart Tolle, he was saying when it comes to judgments, you should you look through the world through the eyes of a child, through a baby. When you look at a baby, that baby's not looking at you and judging you. I know some babies will look at me and be like, they've never seen a black person before, so they're like, but they're not judging me, they're curious, right? There's a difference between curiosity and judgment. So it's time to really take a look at your judgment, where you've been putting a lot of your judgments, and why. And it's really stemming from this lack of when it comes to home and family. Okay, there's something missing. So what you're judging about somebody else is something that you feel is lacking in your life. Okay, for instance, judging a sibling because you think their house is gaudy. And it's like, well, do you own your own house? Do you like what's inside your home? Are you still renting? Really getting clear about what am I judging and am I just insecure about it? I'll go first. I judge appearances all the time, like judging plastic surgery. And I start to realize, I'm judging that plastic surgery because A, I can't afford it, and B, you kind of wish that you could have that confidence and that ability to make a fast and quick change. But for me, I feel like change takes time to accumulate. So really looking at your judgments and stepping back and be like, why am I judging that? Do I lack that in my life? And how can I go about gaining that now? King of Cups in here, so that could either be you or somebody else, Pisces or Cancer energy, masculine energy as well, somebody who had a really tough emotional past, and because of it, they have a little bit of a temper, especially when they're drinking or under some sort of influence. What you've been giving when it comes to this cup energy, feeling very pinned down by it. We have tons of people here. We have a lot of wands. We have Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Cups. So what you've been creating right now, Scorpio, is exactly what is needed in order to manifest your best life and all that support and make those sacrifices to move on with your power and to create something new. However, you need to get these people out of here because there's a lot of people that are impeding on your ability to move forward. And those are the people that you're either judging or you feel are judging you. And you'll notice, you're Scorpio, you know who's been judging you. So that's the theme of the reading, is who's been judging you. And the situation at hand is your foundation just not feeling stable, okay? And when I say your foundation, I mean your inner foundation. So yes, it could be that you don't feel stable when it comes to your finances in your home and making rent or making the mortgage, making those payments. But that is all stemming from something inward when it comes to your internal foundation. Your house is just a physical manifestation, a physical representation of your inward self. So for instance, I have a brother who's a moon in Scorpio, and his wife is a moon in Scorpio as well. They're both moon in Scorpio, Leo suns. Drama. Anyways, he's a moon in Scorpio, and their basement flooded. Your basement is your subconscious mind. That's why a lot of the times you'll see that basements are haunted. It's your subconscious. That's what it represents. Flooding, water is your emotions. You have the kitchen. That's your heart. You have, like I have a friend whose kitchen was flooded, and it was just her emotions and her heart center, and it represents the entire family as well. The kitchen, that's where everybody congregates to. Then you have your bathroom. I heard a psychic telling me that whenever she goes over to a client's house, she always goes to the bathroom and the kitchen, because the bathroom represents your emotional self. When you think about it, you flush down all the crap that's no longer serving you, right? Things like that. Like, I could go on. For instance, we were hoarding garbage. You can only put out one bag, so we were hoarding garbage in our shed, and we just felt gross. We felt crappy. As soon as the garbage was picked up, we just felt lighter. We just felt better, because even though the shed isn't part of the house, it's that extra, and we have garbage in our extra. So really getting clear about it. Your internal foundation, looking around your house and seeing clues or indications as to where you're not putting enough attention. For instance, if your room is a mess, right, or if you don't make your bed in the morning, things like that. Your bed, that's where you go to sleep, and that's where you wake up. It's how you end your day and you start your day. Are you lying in sheets that you like, or are they old and ratty and stained? Do you have clutter all over your house? It's time to really push that stuff out with the retrogrades, with this eclipse, and just let go of some things that aren't serving you. Because right now, Scorpio, internally, your foundation is very rocky. It's very crowded. It's cracked as well. You're confused as to whether to just go with it or to work on it. You feel very kind of lopsided. You feel like you're fighting off all these opportunities because you just don't feel stable on the inside, okay? So that's the situation at hand. The obstacle and the aid to your feelings of instability when it comes to your internal foundation is taking a risk, is the Fool card. So you want to take some sort of leap of faith. You want to take some sort of risk, but internally, you don't feel stable enough to do that. However, that's what's actually going to help, okay? Because this card is an obstacle and an aid. So taking that risk actually will help you with those internal feelings of stability, because it's going to blow the world up around you, and it's only going to be you trying to find that stability. So you're automatically going to start using your core, aka your heart center and your soul and your spirit, to get that stability. So obstacle and the aid is taking a risk, and that's how you can get that internalized stability that you're looking for. Beneath the surface, Scorpio, there's a lot of judgment, as well as feelings of imbalance and unfairness. Feeling like, okay, I really got to try and find what's working for me here. I'm really just trying to stabilize myself. That's what's going on subconsciously, is just trying to get that even keel. You're thinking about pain involving 3 people. So that's what's really fueling this instability, okay? This instability is fueled by your idea and your thoughts that if you were to take this risk to try and balance yourself back out internally, that it's going to impede and hurt 2 to 3 other people, possibly including yourself. So that's another reason why you're not taking that leap of faith. However, that leap of faith is what's needed in order for you to get back to your center and feel stable and feel balanced, and that will naturally stop this fear of hurting 2 to 3 other people based on trying to find your stability. Because there's a lot of confusion going on in your life right now, Scorpio. Just don't know what's going to happen. Don't know what's next.
You've internalized it. You haven't really asked for help. You've really internalized it. You've been so confused for so long that that's the reason why you're internally unstable, because you didn't let that energy go. Right now, Scorpio, your dreams are really messed up. Your sleeping is really messed up. You could have a full 8 hours and still feel weird in the morning. You could be getting no sleep and feel energized in the morning. It's just, there's something going on there. Oh, I'm running out of space. Okay. Family and friends are doing really great. They're doing well, so don't worry about them. Your hope and your fear is that you're working too hard. You want to work hard. You want to make more money, but you fear it as well. So what's going to happen, Scorpio, is going to recognize that you have this fear of hurting 2 to 3 people, and that's going to start you on this imbalance when it comes to your power. You're going to be like, what am I doing? Where am I going? And then you're going to start to look at other people and be like, well, you're taking from me, and you're taking up my time, and you're taking up my energy, and you're doing this, and you're doing that. And it's really just your way of trying to balance things out, trying to get that revenge in a very subconscious way, okay? Sorry to say it, definitely not the news that I was hoping to be giving you guys, but I really do hope that this helps, recognizing that this is where your thought process is right now, okay? And this is where you are, okay? So you got to do something about this first, Scorpio. And if you feel like somebody is taking from you and your intuition is just, believe it. 100% believe it, okay? You don't need to be like this trying to find your balance if people are taking from you, okay? So, Scorpio, that's all I have for you. Hope you have an amazing August 2018. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And if you like a personalized reading, my email address is below. I include astrology and numerology and tarot in all of my readings. Love you guys so much, and I will see you in September. Bye, Scorpio.